Crossing Coronation Street's most fearsome battle axe, Maggie Driscoll, is hardly good for anyone's well-being. If you doubt it, just ask her husband. Actually, you can't. She killed him. There's almost nothing Maggie wouldn't do to shield her family from harm. The sharp-tongued landlady even set up a homeless man to take the blame after her grandson Will brutally attacked Daniel Osborne, then used the fallout to force her way back into her son Ben's life. That came after her especially heartless Christmas Day scheme to drive Eva Price out of Ben's world. Although that plot to banish Eva didn't work, Maggie never truly backed off. Instead, she's kept on needling her, taking clear pleasure in making Eva's life as uncomfortable as possible at every turn. It takes a courageous woman to get involved with a Driscoll boy, knowing full well it could unleash the fury of his formidable grandmother. But Lauren Bolton has never been short on backbone, has she? Things have been fairly quiet for Lauren lately, which is saying something given her turbulent past. She first arrived on the cobbles as the daughter of a far-right extremist leader, later became entangled with the sinister solicitor Joel Deering, fell pregnant with his baby, and ultimately smashed his head in. Honestly, after all that, she'd earned a bit of peace. When Ollie Driscoll noticed her not long after his split from Dee Dee Bailey, the pair soon began dating, and a fresh romance started to bloom. Of course, there have been a few bumps along the road, but when isn't that the case? As feelings deepen between Lauren and Ollie, both are quietly hoping their chemistry might grow into something serious. Unfortunately for them, Maggie has other ideas. With Lauren now pulling pints at the Rovers, Maggie believes she's sized her up completely. In her view, Lauren simply isn't worthy of her grandson, and she has no intention of keeping that opinion to herself. She doesn't even try to hide what she's doing. Maggie openly admits to both Ben and Eva that she's deliberately sabotaging the relationship, even changing the work rota to ruin a planned date and keep the young couple apart. And she's just as blunt with Ollie, unleashing a stream of venom and making it clear she thinks he could do far better than Lauren, who she sees as totally beneath him. With Ollie clearly smitten, how will he react to his grandmother's interference? Will he submit to the family matriarch's will, or choose to follow his heart? And what about Lauren? She's bold, resilient, and has already survived one dangerous enemy. But could Maggie Driscoll be the toughest opponent she's ever faced? Coronation Street spoilers. Every major 2026 storyline still ahead. If you're still reeling from the devastation of January's Corriedale disaster, you're certainly not alone. And brace yourself. The rest of 2026 is shaping up to be even more intense for the residents of Weatherfield. With Theo Silverton hiding the truth about his role in Billy Mayhew's death, his treatment of partner Todd Grimshaw is set to sink to disturbing new depths. Elsewhere, it's only a matter of time before child groomer Megan Walsh is exposed. And when that happens, she may find herself in the firing line of the formidable Maggie Driscoll. Fiery newcomer Jodie Ramsey stirs up chaos for the Platts. One character's life hangs in the balance, and the soap teases a chilling glimpse into the near future. Here's a look at what's coming up over the months ahead. Number 1. Theo's abuse comes into the open. Still unaware that Theo locked Billy inside the doomed van, Todd has internalized his fiancée's cruel jabs about being responsible for the vicar's death. As Theo continues to hide his deadly secret, the show's producer has confirmed that his controlling behavior will only intensify. Speaking about the storyline, she explained that the aim was to portray coercive control honestly, stressing that this kind of abuse doesn't end quickly and unfolds over time. However, a shift is on the horizon. Todd will begin to sense that something isn't right, as those around him notice how withdrawn and broken he has become. Friends including Summer, George, and Sarah start to recognize the warning signs, prompting a careful effort to support Todd without placing him in further danger. Complicating matters further, Carl Webster overhears Theo admitting his involvement in Billy's death. The two strike a tense agreement after Theo realizes Carl has secrets of his own, but could Carl eventually turn the tables and expose him? Number 2. Maggie's link to the Barlows uncovered. Viewers will finally learn why Maggie reacted so strongly when she spotted something inside a cabinet at the Barlow home. What is her connection to the family, and could it have serious consequences for Ken, who has lived at number 1 all his life? The producer has teased that this revelation is coming soon, and that it's only the beginning of a much bigger story. Number 3. Megan faces devastating consequences. The revelation that Maggie murdered her husband gave viewers a stark insight into how far she'll go to protect her family. And when Megan's grooming of Maggie's grandson Will is exposed, it's been confirmed that Maggie will not take it lightly. Before the truth emerges, Megan continues to manipulate Sam Blakeman, even sabotaging his schoolwork. When Sam receives a mysterious offer, he dangerously considers misusing ADHD medication to cope. According to the show's boss, Sam will suffer greatly as a result of Megan's actions. This pulls Leanne and Toya into the storyline, while Eva also becomes involved as Will's stepmother. The plot explores how far they're all willing to go to defend their children, and whether Maggie might strike first. Meanwhile, Megan's portrayer has hinted that Will eventually realizes he's a victim, and that Megan's downfall is inevitable. Number 4. Tim confronts his own past. Tim Metcalf has long denied the reality of his own childhood experiences with an older woman, but watching Will's ordeal forces him to acknowledge that he too was groomed. The producer has described Tim's journey as a powerful one, explaining that both stories are used to underline that what happened to him was never acceptable. Number 5. Wedding bells for Swarla. With manipulative Becky gone for good, Carla Connor and Lisa Swain finally begin to look ahead with optimism. The producer has confirmed that, having already become engaged, a wedding is firmly on the cards. Fans can expect a happy future for the couple, filled with romance and a brighter chapter together. Number 6. Cassie Plummer's departure. With confirmation that Cassie will leave the show, questions remain about what ultimately ends her relationship with Steve McDonald and how her bond with son Tyrone Dobbs will fracture. A spokesperson revealed that Cassie will remain on the street until summer, continuing to make waves before a dramatic exit storyline unfolds. Could her volatile personality be the reason she leaves Weatherfield behind? Number 7. Steve shaken by heartbreaking loss. Tragedy strikes when it's revealed that Steve's father, Jim McDonald, has passed away. While details are being kept under wraps, the storyline is expected to focus on Steve's grief and emotional fallout. Jim was last seen on screen back in 2018, making this loss particularly poignant. Number 8. Jodie's fixation intensifies. Although Jodie presents herself as a lifeline for sister Shona and the Platt family, it's David who receives the bulk of her attention. The revelation that Jodie will destroy Shona and David's wedding photograph raises serious alarm bells. While her true intentions remain unclear, the producer has teased that her hidden agenda will soon come to light, along with explosive secrets about why she was involved in the Corrie crash and her mysterious connection to Graham. Number 9. Shona's childhood revisited. Nearly a decade after her arrival, viewers will finally learn more about Shona's upbringing, beginning with the introduction of her father. As Shona reconnects with Jodie, questions arise about how far she would go to protect her sister. Believing Jodie to be a victim of abuse, Shona remains unaware that her sister has stolen another person's story, and that she's been manipulating Lily behind the scenes. What would happen if Shona discovered the truth? Number 10. Bernie battles inner demons. Bernie's unresolved grief bubbles over after a reckless night of heavy drinking and drug use with a stranger named Mal, who later turns up working as an electrician at the cafe. The storyline reveals a darker side to Bernie and tests her relationship with Dev. However, the producer has suggested that their bond is strong enough to survive whatever comes next. Number 11. Carl faces the fallout as Debbie suffers. It's now known that Debbie is Carl's mother and has deliberately taken the blame for his role in the Corrie crash. While Carl briefly showed remorse, Debbie's confession leaves him consumed by bitterness. As Debbie serves time for Carl's crime, her dementia worsens in prison, where she encounters fellow inmate Lou and a dangerous new character. The producer has stressed that Debbie's journey is still in its early stages, but will she ever be cleared? Soap logic suggests Carl can't escape justice forever. Whether he's exposed in court or pays another price altogether remains to be seen. Number 12, Flashforward Murder Mystery. A special Flashforward episode will tease a shocking discovery, a dead body found by one local resident months into the future. The victim's identity will remain secret, with 5 potential casualties left for viewers to speculate over. Many of them have already caused major upheaval on the street, leading to theories that some of the show's biggest villains could meet a violent end. Who dies and who is responsible remains a mystery, but the producer has promised major twists, widespread fallout, and a storyline that affects the entire community. Coronation Street airs weeknights at 8:30 p.m. on ITV1 and is available to stream on ITVX.